So we're at Canadian Tire and we just finished picking up some supplies for the truck. We're trying to get, I want to get both the little car and my Tacoma set for winter driving duties. So I got some roadside safety stuff to make sure that if something happens, we'll have, you know, flares and first aid kit, things like that. So that's what I did. Now I'm gonna go pick up Julie because she is ready. She had to go pick up and pay for her key. Now we're gonna go probably grab some groceries. Time to roll. Okay, so we came back from town. I bought the auto safety kits and I'm setting up Julie with a setup for her car that could go in her trunk. And then this way she has some emergency stuff in case she gets broken down on the side of the road this winter or whatever. I'll go through the kits real quick and just show you guys what I'm setting up here for, and go from there. So this is what the kits look like, and they come from Canadian Tire. They're pretty decent as far as what's in them, but I made some changes. The back pouch comes with a little plastic collapsible shovel. They're kind of laughable, but whatever, we'll use them. Some booster kit, booster cables, some safety cones, stuff like that, some zip ties. It's all good stuff to have in a safety kit. It's got a little tow strap, some duct tape, and a 12-volt tire compressor. In here there's some tire stuff, some tire nozzles for the air compressor. I put in some wood matches, gave her a multi-tool. Comes with a flashlight and some extra batteries, as well as a tire gauge and a little screwdriver. It's a nice little system there, but now this is where the kit gets a little different from what I put in. It comes with a little rain poncho. I left that in there. There's this little first aid kit. I put some Purell, a black Sharpie, some Teflon tape, and some spare batteries for this headlamp here. I gave her a roll of electrical tape, a multi-bit screwdriver, ratcheting screwdriver, a little bottle full of automotive fuses, WD-40, some wire snips, and a small ratchet set. Now, on top of that, I'm giving her a full-on screwdriver kit. It's got little pry bars in there, and a bunch of other little screwdrivers and regular screwdrivers and stuff. Plus, I'm going to set her up with a backpack. The backpack has another collapsible shovel, some glow sticks, more electrical tape, Inside here, some rope, more zip ties. In here, got a notebook, a couple of pens, some screwdrivers, batteries, lighters, more matches, and about 60 bucks in cash just to pay for gas or something if she's ever stranded without her cards or something. And a little sewing kit, as well as a little paraframe knife from Gerber. These are actually pretty nice knives. I've got a couple of these actually, so I put that in there for her. In this pouch, got another rain poncho, granola bar. Probably going to put more granola bars, some plastic bags, and more electrical tape. Electrical tape comes in handy quite a bit, to be honest. In the side pouch, I got some mechanics gloves, and in the bag itself there's all kinds of stuff. I've got another first aid bag with some ostomy supplies for me, stainless steel thermos, a change of clothes which fits me but will easily fit her as well. Then I got a large hunting knife, survival knife, whatever you want to call it. It's freaking massive. Dent up my can here. That's a Smith & Wesson Homeland Security knife. It's pretty sharp. I haven't sharpened it myself. I'm just going by how it's already been sharpened. And then in this pocket, there's some more stuff here. Bear with me here. We got a little sharpening tool in there. Inside the bag, there's also some beef jerky, more cordage. This is paracord, I believe. Camo, digital camo paracord. There's a couple of things packs of Mr. Noodles. Some toilet paper in a Ziploc bag, and a little cup, as well as a tarp for shelter or to lay on the ground, whatever you gotta use. So it's going to be pretty set up pretty well. And as far as I go for my truck, I've got the same roadside assistance kit with all the same tools. I duplicated both kits identically. And then I also have this toolbox, which I have other tools in. I got a crescent wrench, some vice grips, some needle nose pliers, an X-Acto knife, some other oddball screwdrivers and stuff, and mechanics gloves, a ball peen hammer, which you can't really see, but here you go. Some duct tape, electrical tape, and some Teflon tape, all in the same kit. I still gotta work out the bugs on this, but I'm gonna be setting myself up in the truck pretty good as well. That'll come a little later, maybe in the next video. So anyway, now I gotta clean up all this mess, but first I gotta eat some dinner, so we'll see you guys in a bit. Howdy, folks! Just joking. Anyway, today I did some few modifications to my 05 Tacoma. Well, just a small modification, I guess. But anyhow, looking to make the drivability a little bit better on the truck for off-road type environments. Currently, my truck sports a tonneau cover, which is great for street applications, but when I'm off-road on a road with a lot of vibration or whatnot, it tends to shake and come loose and usually fall off. So I modified it a little bit and made up some brackets to bolt it down tighter so that it wouldn't happen again. So I'll show you guys that real quick. So first of all, one of the first things I did to this truck when I got it was I made these LED lights up to light up my bed so I could see in there, which always comes in handy. But anyway, I made up these little brackets to hold down my tonneau cover. I used a couple of self-tapping screws to hold them in the track here. It's kind of hard to see, but and then I put this bracket in and drilled a hole through it, along with a hole through the tonneau cover, and ran this bolt with this wing nut on it. The reason I use the wing nut is because I plan on removing it when I need to, and that'll allow me to do it without having to use a socket or ratchet or anything like that. So that's the purpose behind that there. The outside, all you see, I don't even know if you can see it. There we go. All you see is the rounded part of the carriage bolt, which I painted to match the color of the tonneau cover. Now, I'm going to fold this back up here. Now, another thing I did, like I said yesterday, I was working on my emergency roadside kits for the truck, along with Julie's car. So I got my toolbox there, I got some cat litter there, a little bit of washer fluid, I got to get another jug, and then in here, this Rubbermaid is just temporary. I want to figure out a better setup for this, but for now it'll keep things dry and whatnot. So I got a pair of winter boots with a canteen in there should I need it, and a pair of wool socks, just in case I get stranded and have to walk somewhere. The reason I say that is because it's happened already. I get a sleeping bag for warmth if for some reason my truck's incapacitated and I'm too far to walk. if it's not running, if the truck stops running for any reason, I'll have something to keep warm. And I got a tarp in there, along with the emergency kit that I showed you guys in the video just before I did this. So that's what I got going on in here. I should also mention that on a regular basis I carry a multi-tool in my pocket, my cell phone, which isn't much use to me when I'm in the bush because there's no cell phone reception out there. But if I get a breakdown where there is cell reception, I can always call for help that way. I also have a small hatchet, which is probably going to make its way in the bed here somewhere. Most likely in that Rubbermaid container. A snow brush, and then I've got these little storage spots under here. My truck is filthy. That's what happens when you have kids who eat in the back. I got a tow strap, another set of booster cables, my hand crank tools. I got a breaker bar to take off the lug nuts on the truck. And on the other side, I'm not even sure what I have on the other side, to be honest. Let's go take a look. Alright, so the other side, this is going to be a surprise for both of us because I haven't opened it yet. I got a small blanket, a ratchet strap, a couple of ratchet straps, as well as my jack. That's pretty dark, but anyway, that's what I got in there. As far as everyday carry in the front seat, I don't have much going on in there, but I do have a GPS, which I gotta put away, make this a little cleaner in here. I just took over this truck because Julie was driving it all the time until she got her car. And then I have this. It's a Dakota seatbelt cutter / knife / window punch. I got one in each car, each in the center console, and it's got the seatbelt cutter here, obviously the knife end here, and then a little window punch on the end, and just a little added security in case you ever get in a rollover or something and you're stuck in the car. At least you can break your way out if you can, if you need to. Aside from that, there's not much else going on in the front seat. Glove box just has some necessities, you know, napkins and forks and knives and stuff like that in case you ever, if anyone knows me, I'm a huge toothpick fanatic, so I always carry those everywhere I go, and I'm big on sunglasses. As you can tell, I got glasses everywhere in this truck. So anyway, I got a lot of organizing to do in here, but that's pretty much the gist of it. And I forgot one thing. I also keep a pair of gloves and a spare toque right here in the door. Again, if you end up stranded having to walk, at least you have some extra gear to keep you warm on the walk home.